Everybody talks about eliminating fear, conquering fear, face your fear, dominate your demons, shake those skeletons out of the closet. But I have something very different to say to you about fear. And you may or may not agree, but I think it'll surprise you. We do our worst when we fear or feel victimized. We literally justify and back our abusive and toxic behavior because we're afraid of being victimized. You hear me say it all the time. We're playing not to lose. Very different game than playing to win. The fear around being victimized causes us to make horrible decisions that ultimately hurt us even more and potentially even destroy whatever it is that we're trying to build, create, or do. We quit way before we could possibly learn, improve, or experience the success that we desire because we're afraid. When you're scaling a business, when you're responsible for other people's livelihoods, your families, your employees, the shareholders, the stakeholders, the customers, clients, buyers, your vendors, your partners, your community, your industry, like there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders as a leader, as a visionary, as a trailblazer, as a creator, as someone who is willing to bring your ideas and courageous enough to put your ideas out into the wild for everybody to fucking ridicule and see. Like, I get it. And I am not telling you, don't be afraid. It is terrifying. We avoid blame, shame, ridicule, and fear like it is the plague. And honestly, there's a lot that's happening there that's subconscious. This isn't even us purposefully trying to get away from these things. Like, we are hardwired to. We spent millennia dying over and over again, just trying to figure shit out. So do not be hard on yourself. And honestly, that fear is showing up for a reason. Blaming the economy, blaming your community, blaming anything is fear. Fear keeping you from yourself, fear keeping you from the truth, fear keeping you from recognizing a problem as an opportunity and then giving you the ability to discover the solution. Nothing is outside of you. Nothing is impossible. And that's scary because more blame creeps in there. Well, if I can't blame them, then I have to blame myself. No. Stop right there. The pressure to succeed and the stigma associated with failure often makes individuals hesitant to take risks, to pursue their goals, to sit with their fear. The real problem isn't hesitation. It's not the economy. It's not the shit show that is going on out there. It's simply that we need to understand what our own definition of success really is. What are our goals? And are we willing to pursue that in the first place? Because I promise you, getting something you haven't got before is going to be an experience. Fear is going to show up. So it's not about how do we conquer our fears? How do we dominate our demons? How do we shake out those skeletons in the closet? It's actually like, how do we invite them to the table, sit down with them, and put on a fantastic dinner? What is your definition of success? Is that truly your definition? Or is that somebody else's? Is that people-pleasing kind of showing up, trying to make somebody else happy, trying to follow somebody else's rules, trying to meet someone else's or the culture or community or family or partnerships expectations? Are you willing to simply stand by your values